Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Breakfast Stream. This time, also featuring Mark. No, that's you.
Oh. Morning.
Mal's dad is here. Also, my dad, my father-in-law.
Yes.
Counts also.
That is the term.
That's me.
Yeah, you've been my father-in-law for a long time.
Yes, I have. Hope it stays that way.
Me too. How's everyone doing this morning? Is everyone having a good, is it Tuesday?
It's almost always Tuesday. You had a 50-50 shot.
I couldn't remember if it was Tuesday or Thursday, so.
Rhonda's here. She's just not all the way up ready to be on stream yet, so.
Which, fair.
Yeah.
It could be a Friday. It's not Friday. I hear something that we could eat.
That's
Rudolph tested, Santa approved, Tiny Eddie's pasta wrapped ice wasabi flakes.
Wasabi flake seems new.
Yeah, it does.
Let's see here. Thousands Renisa says, "Hey Eddie, what snack will I get at the office Christmas party tomorrow? Also want to thank Stephen Malchaz and all the Toast cousins for another wonderful year. I'm going to be offline for most of the rest of December, so Marcy Cramble and Happy New Year to you all."
Marcy Cramble, Happy New Year.
Yeah, I hope that you have a wonderful New Year as well.
That sounds so Simlish.
It does, a little bit, yeah. Pasta wrapped ice. So wasabi flakes, but they're cold, they're iced, and they're wrapped in pasta. So edible. We've had certainly so much worse. Apparently Santa likes them. Gross. Here's another one. Let's see if this turns into anything better.
The truest joy of the holidays is Tiny Eddie's Mine Toast and banana sticks.
Okay, but mine?
Yeah, well, it has to be extracted from a mine. So this is special cave bread.
I see.
That's a bitch from Leaf says, "Special guest, this calls for a special snack. Take it away, Tiny Eddie." So, toast and banana sticks. Well, I mean, that basically just sounds like putting banana on toast.
Okay.
Was that an Elvis thing?
With peanut butter. Or marshmallow fluff?
One of the two?
I don't remember.
I don't remember exactly how
Everybody's asking about you.
Morning.
Everybody's
Morning.
asking about you. But where's Rhonda?
You have to come all the way by his shoulder.
it was. So sneaky. Just watch your feet.
Oh, we can squeeze over.
Yeah, we can.
Coffee.
Oh, she can
Okay.
coffee. Oh, they saying hi, Rhonda.
Hi.
We got 23 months from the Relude, 11 from Flame and Magic, 25 from Lord Zelkova, 51 from Skit Scott, 300 bits from Genesis. It says, "Hey folks, unfortunately not able to stick around since I'm in Puerto Rico on a work trip, but I hope everyone has a good time today." Oh, well, enjoy that.
Yeah.
I
It's
bet.
nice and warm
Yeah, I was
there.
gonna say, I bet it's warmer than it is here. I think it's like,
Cold enough to have frost on the grass.
is it in the 30s today?
It was in the 20s last night.
It's mid-30s right now with a high of 48.
I don't know, what the hell am I doing here?
Florida's warmer.
I mean, we took a walk last night,
Oh yeah, it was cold.
and it was cold. But I'm still trying to make sure I close my exercise rings because I'm engaged in a competition with Haley
Again.
and I don't want to lose if I can help it. We got 28 months from Maya the Siren, 18247 from It's Destiny. Kennedy KJK 2016 gifted a sub to Yuki Mizuno. We got 23 months from Mabal. Skits got gifted a sub to Bike Power. 47 from Vegetable Sorbet. 25 from Devstets. 14 from Shadowplay 626. 24 from GA Studios. Congrats on the two. 46 from Wasteland Aeon. 28 from Stoop Kid. 16 from RSD 57. 300 from Wasteland says, "Happy Sancta Lucia Day." Or Sancta Lucia today. Scandinavian holiday is a reminder that even in the darkness, there's still light.
Oh, that's today.
Okay, let's make room.
I like that.
I'll go right there.
Hold on, we're gonna make.
Steven can zoom the camera out.
That is just way too bright for this.
You get
I
used
know,
to it.
isn't it?
It's not as
Holy
I was.
crap, man.
You guys sit right here.
Right there.
Yeah, I'm moving.
My butt's gonna show.
You can walk backwards.
Wow. Hi, baby.
Hi. Check out her Snoopy pants.
Rhonda loves Snoopy.
I do. Snoop, snoop. There's a hole in them too, but so don't look too close. Oh.
It's hard to tell. This is
Good morning.
focus.
Yeah, it looks in focus.
I'll leave that.
Now they're all going to Snoopy.
Yeah, who doesn't love Snoopy? Come on.
Can you set that over there?
Yes.
Thank you.
There are so many, like
Where are we looking? Oh, hi.
like
Right there.
walking around and looking at like Christmas decorations and stuff.
Yeah,
There's so many Snoopy
there are.
decorations. Like there's a lot of them. The other thing that I just learned is that when we were in Minneapolis, there was these giant peanut sculptures all over the place. We kept seeing them, and apparently it's because Charles Schultz was from St. Paul.
Yes.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah. Because I saw them once and I filmed it because I was like, oh, these are really interesting. And then we saw them again in like the airport or something, and then we learned that he was actually from St. Paul. And I was like, oh, that's why we kept seeing them.
Haley says, man, can't believe Stephen willingly looked at Christmas decorations. Last night we saw one of like the inflatable things people put in their yard, and it was the Bucky Beaver from Bucky's.
Yeah. Yeah,
Steven
people
took a picture for you of the Bucky Beaver.
people
Christmas decoration.
really like
okay.
Bucky's.
And there's not even a Bucky's near Raleigh. Florence,
isn't?
I think, is the closest.
Really? Oh wow. It's just such a weird thing.
They must
like,
be from Texas.
Can you imagine putting like an inflatable for like Walmart in your yard? That would be a very strange thing, but people really like Bucky's. I guess Walmart doesn't have a mascot.
No, not yet.
They
Now
used-
they will.
They
They
used to have
the
that
smiley
face.
face.
They used to have
Oh,
the smiley
yeah,
face that like
that's true.
it
Yeah.
you know, it was like
Would
a
float around.
it's like a demon that flew around the store and lowered the prices for
Right.
you.
Yeah.
Ding. Ding. Yeah, I remember now.
Let's see, we also got 20 months from Miss
the
Mayhem.
rollback face. Yes, thank you.
6 months from Nora Plays Things, 14 from Own to Quack, 4 from Cat Lizard, 47 from Armored Frog, 14 from El Simi, 300 from Aldo says, was wondering what the strangest alert for a new guest to hear would be, and I think Ulu wins it. I think all of them are odd. I mean, even when Alex and Haley first were starting to appear on stream again, we had to be like, well, this is this, and this is this, and this is this, and they still don't get it. So there's a lot of strange noises that you will hear if you are on this couch.
I hope you didn't hear me in the bathroom just a few minutes ago. I'm like, why is Steven laughing? It's not 9 o'clock yet. But yes, oh yes it is.
We got 50 months from Aerodust 3K, 20 months from K Crinion, 11 from Inator, and 300 from the Slick Duke. It says, do you have any family or have any holiday food traditions? Our family makes a potato dough. We roll it out into finger shapes, fry them, and coat them in honey and poppy seed. It takes 2 days to make, but they look forward to it every year.
It sounds good.
Yeah.
That does sound good.
I can't think of anything in particular besides like traditional like cookies and stuff.
Well, someone said, where are my nuts? Where's my nuts? Is it good?
Oh, that's an alert.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's
sometimes
an alert.
sometimes you'll
That's
hear the TV say, "Where's my nuts?"
Oh, nice.
I mean, for New Year's, you guys used to do shrimp, right?
Yeah, we did shrimp on
So
New
that's
Year's.
that's a holiday food tradition. I don't know that I have anything like particularly special from my family. I just always look forward to mashed potatoes, which I guess is a fairly normal food tradition. We also got 8 months from Jamie Shadow 9. Appreciate it. And 35 months from VCR San. And maybe we can make a new food tradition. Let's see what Eddie has cooked up for us.
The perfect gift for your actor. Tiny Eddie's chocolate-dipped cheesy slices.
That's just like a normal thing. Chocolate and cheese? People do chocolate and cheese all the time, right?
I've never heard
I
of it.
don't know about that.
What? Isn't that's a thing? I'm not crazy, I think. I think chocolate cheese is a thing. It's just a fondue pot. Yeah, but together. Vagabond says, shout out to Ween. Yeah, Ween has an album called Chocolate and Cheese. We get 1,000 bits from Bernice that says, forgot to say my cousin had a baby boy yesterday. Should probably send some Eddie food to the new parents so they don't have to cook. Well, Eddie wants to send them chocolate-dipped cheesy slices. So basically, Kraft singles
Dipped in chocolate?
into the Golden Corral chocolate fountain.
No.
Which I think is actually just something they have at the Golden Corral.
Yeah, I think so
Just
too.
like a stack
Is Brandon here this
of
morning?
American cheese next to the chocolate fountain. Yeah, we still have to take Brandon to Golden Corral because we want him to experience something.
Something.
There's an awakening in the soul when you go to a Golden Corral for the first time. You haven't tortured the boy yet.
He's not been here.
No, he's
Oh, there he is.
Do I have to be here just to be harassed?
Apparently not.
I haven't been to Golden Corral in many years. We could experience it together.
Many, like 3.
Oh, I bet it's been longer than that.
You think so?
Oh yeah, when would we have gone? We
With-
have not been
with your
post.
parents.
We haven't been
and
since
your
COVID started.
Extended family.
I
It would have been right before.
really.
Someone wants to know who's to the right of Rhonda.
Me? Gamer says who.
Or is it their right?
They're right.
They're right. So if anyone is just joining in and is unfamiliar, this is Mark and Rhonda. This is Mallory's dad and stepmom. And they've been
Hi, everybody.
they've been around on vlogs and stuff, but we get new viewers and stuff all
Yeah.
the time. So
We're kind of famous.
Who's Mal? Wait, who's Mallory?
I don't know.
See, somebody even knows my last name. Our last.
Oh, God.
That's fine.
Who's
Who's to the right of Mal? Me?
Who are you?
Oh, I'm just call me Snaby. Hi, I'm Snaby, the child.
Oh, love. Wow, that is so cool.
Haley made the
What?
costume.
Come on.
Yeah, Haley made that.
So
No way.
it's actually a controller for a video game, kind of.
Shut up.
And it's a baby.
This is very hard to explain.
It's
Oh
a
my
baby.
God.
And Haley made it a Halloween costume of a snail.
But there's no breathing hole.
Oh, well, you become the snail. It's fine.
Yes, that's fine.
It's even got a dirty diaper.
Yeah. Like she made the whole thing so you can like remove it all.
God. That's so awesome.
She did a great job.
She's amazing.
She is.
Didn't we get this question before? Somebody asked about a cheese hammer, and
Yeah.
we didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
I don't know. That seems kind of
I don't
We
know
did
what
last
a cheese
time.
hammer.
We got 510 bits for Cheese Hammer says, so as with all guests, especially those with ties to Wisconsin, where all the cheese comes from, I have to ask, do Mark and Rhonda need a cheese hammer? Because Steven has one he never uses and who is getting lonely and feeling abandoned. How often do you use a hammer for your cheese needs?
Just that one time.
Just the
I don't think we need another hammer.
on special occasions.
Right. It's when we're really, really angry at it.
I think even last time I said hammer. That's my favorite tool. If something doesn't work, you
It's a
persuade it.
persuader.
You called it the
Persuade
persuader.
it?
That's what you would call it.
I mean, different jobs need different tools. I mean, I guess you could use a hammer on anything, but it does change the outcome of the job. We got 9 months from Sombra Noir, 41 from Silvana, and 5 from JF Somella. Thank you all. Appreciate it. So we have, Mark and Ron have been here for, what?
Saturday.
Three Saturday? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so about 3 or 4
For
days.
Saturday. Just for Saturday.
3 or 4 days, and we've done a few things. We've eaten an eclectic
Yeah,
collection of food.
we have.
Oh my God, you guys. We took a whirlwind tour around the world.
Yeah, we
Here in
really
Raleigh.
did. We really did. We've eaten just about every possible thing.
Korean, Japanese,
Indian.
Indian, Afghani,
Yeah.
and I had tacos, so does that count as...
And we went
Yes,
to
it does.
alpacas, so that was
Peruvian.
Peruvian.
Yes, that's right.
and
Yeah.
chicken.
Yeah, we've had a wild collection of foods
Come on,
and
Kippo.
stuff. It's been very, very good.
Come here.
Right off screen.
Come on. He wants to.
So many laps for you to cross, like a mountain.
Yeah, he's like, no, I have
You
to
call him.
cross those.
I think he's going to do it, because he certainly is looking.
Come on, buddy.
It's a Snoopy cat.
Come on over. Here he comes.
Oh, he's doing so much better today.
So
Hi,
he-
baby.
So Kep had to go to the vet yesterday, and we drugged him with some gabapentin. And we actually gave him a smaller dose than he's ever had, because we'd only ever given him gabapentin once.
Oh, you've been chosen.
Oh, you've been chosen.
Wow.
Very nice.
He's still confused.
We had followed. Yeah, maybe. We had given him the drugs before, like one of the other times that he went to the vet, and he was in zombie mode for like the whole
time.
day. And I was like, even though this is what it says in the bottle, I think we need to give him less. So we gave him half as much, and he was still a zombie for a long time. But,
Yeah.
you know, it helped him get through his little vet appointment.
Mr. Deathkill says no churu this time.
No churu.
He got half as much churu.
Oh, hi, Sebby. We got tier 3 sub at 42 months from True Anthony. It says, can I get some good vibes? My work has been running without a store manager for almost 3 weeks now, and things are falling apart this holiday season. I swear my work is cursed, and I may need a new job after just getting promoted. Yeah, good vibes. That sounds
You might
very
get
rough.
another promotion.
Yeah, yeah.
Or manager.
Yeah, holy cow. Yeah, hopefully things turn around, especially here at the holidays, because that's rough. We also have 13 months from Nintendo Nitwit. And 500 Bits from Shy says, so Mark is to the right of Rhonda. Who's to the right of Mal? But does Steven go after Tom? I always go after Tom. And if Tom were here, I guess he would be sitting over here, this side of me. So Kep went to the vet. Kep did well.
It was routine.
It was a routine checkup, so nothing to worry about there. It's just
I'm blessed.
when we got him home, he was just very much kind of just staring off into the middle
Yeah.
distance for many, many hours, and like very, very slowly came to. And it was, I think the saddest thing was that when I got him home, he didn't have any accidents in the car. He
Which
didn't-
was great.
Which was great. Which was great. And when we got him home, like he stumbled out of his cage, and he was just kind of sitting there for a little bit, and then he clearly had to pee because he started going up the steps. And he got up a few steps and was like, you are too drunk to get up these stairs. So I picked him up and I carried him all the way upstairs, and I just put him into his litter box. And then he went to the bathroom. He was like, yep, this is what I had to do. So he was okay. Yeah, he's good now.
Yeah.
But he kept trying to go up and down the stairs on his own. I was like, no, you need an assistant right now. The other things that we did, since you guys have been here, we've talked for a long time about wanting to go and walk around Jordan Lake.
Not around it. It's way too big.
Well,
Some of it.
around the area,
Yeah.
around the lake. And we went and did that. Also, you could walk around the lake. How big is it?
Oh, that's big.
No one can tell me not to walk. What? How?
It's like 3 times the Tobacco Trail.
What?
The American Tobacco
Oh,
Trail.
so like 70 miles long.
Yeah.
No. Is it
Oh,
really?
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
You can't do that in one
Because
day.
the
70
Tobacco
miles.
Trail goes from Durham way down into like Pittsburgh.
Okay, so maybe someone can tell me not to walk around the
Yeah.
lake. 70 miles is a lot of miles.
You're going to close all the circles.
Yeah.
For days.
Yes.
I mean, you could. How long would it take you to walk that?
I don't know.
I guess a while.
3
well,
days.
You have 4-foot stride. We have 3-foot
That's
stride.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do the
well.
math.
But walking
Yeah.
around Lake Geneva took us 8 hours.
And
that
Lake
was
Geneva isn't
26
as
miles.
big. Yeah.
Oh wow. Oh wow. See, I think that would kind of be fun though.
It would be.
I wouldn't want to do it alone. I'd have to do it with other people. Yeah, Haley says let's take a long hike where we get to bring snacks.
Okay.
But there's no bathrooms on the way around the lake.
Yeah. At least Tobacco Trail has bathrooms.
They have pills.
Hills.
Yeah.
Just ask Kepler.
They have corks to plug your butt.
Well, yeah.
Like, what do you mean pills?
They have the pills that make your bowels like kind of take a
Stop.
break.
I didn't know that.
I definitely have taken these. Wait, what
Oh,
am I
like
taking?
Imodium?
I mean, yeah, that's like diarrheal, but like that usually works
Hey,
for all things.
It's all pipes. We can change the subject.
Pipes are pipes.
Anyway, I would be interested in doing. Thanks, Noah. Imodium is the bomb.
The opposite of the bomb.
I would be interested in doing more nature walk type stuff
Yeah.
because I enjoyed.
There's a
walking
few I
around.
have on
so
the list
awesome.
of
Yeah.
what we should do.
And we actually went with Alex and Haley too, so they,
Yeah, they
they
came
joined
with
us for the walk.
Maybe you can join us in Wisconsin next fall.
I've
Like
always
the Lake
wanted to take
Geneva walk.
Steven up north.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Steven gets a watch, and suddenly he is hiker extraordinaire. So it does actually harken back a little bit to my childhood because when I was young, I trekked through the woods all the time. That was just a very integral part of my childhood. So getting a chance to like go back and like walk through woods and stuff is kind of fun. But I used to do that all the time.
I want to go hike Watkins Glen State Park.
I don't know what that is.
I know. It looks
You will
really
find
cool.
out.
It kind of looks like the Dells, and there's like rocks and trees and
cool.
like a river.
Nice. But Haley and I were talking, kind of discussing what's the difference between taking a walk and a hike. And
Yeah.
she said, and then there was a picture of, I guess, a hiker along the walking path, and he had a stick. And she's like, well, I associate hiking with a walking stick. And then we were like, but it's a walking stick, not a hiking stick. So,
True. There's a lot of confusing verbiage.
yeah, so maybe y'all can help us with that. A hike has elevation.
You said
I
y'all.
That's a
y'all.
good idea. And
You said y'all.
Yeah, hiking does typically have elevation, but it's just funny that when you're hiking, you bring a walking stick. Like, why wouldn't it be called a hiking stick?
Right.
What a bizarre.
And then if you have a backpack, does that mean you're hiking?
Well, you're
I mean,
backpacking.
'cause that's yeah. I don't get it.
There's a lot of confusing stuff.
Yeah, and then there's hiking boots,
And then there's-
which almost no one wears.
And then there's frolicking.
yeah.
Oh yeah, we did that too.
Yeah.
We did it all.
No, that's backpacking. Well, whatever it is, I'll do more of it. Because it is fun to get out and move and do stuff like that. So I've been enjoying what we've done so far. I mean, there's certainly more to do, but there's a bunch of trails and stuff around.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that. What else have we done?
We were gonna hang the coffee bar shelf, but we needed to go get stuff.
No.
So now we're going to do that today.
He made holes for it.
Yeah.
Holes in the wall.
Yeah.
Holes in the wall are there. More holes than needed.
One extra.
Yeah.
What?
I can hide it.
It's fine. It's fine. And I mean that's exciting too because
did you use your hammer? No, hammer drill.
that's actually one of the things that we haven't unpacked.
Is all of our coffee cups?
Is all of our coffee cups. When we first moved here in June or July or whatever, we pulled out maybe 10, and we've had just those 10 up in the cupboard, but we haven't had the coffee shelf to actually put the other 400. So we need to get that up, and Mark's going to help us do that today. So
Yes.
that's exciting. We do have a lot of coffee cups. That's actually, I think that really is like the last stuff in the house to unpack.
Besides your office?
My office is dead to me.
I mean,
so.
we also have curtains to hang. Our headboard isn't up yet.
We have a
all of our artwork. Yeah. The gray, it's upholstered.
Okay. Oh, the one that we got from like Aldi?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that. Okay, yeah. Yeah, the last place that you would think that you could even buy a headboard, Aldi. But yeah, okay, I remember that.
We have so many Christmas decorations to put up.
Yeah, Haley almost forgot. Because, we love Christmas so much, and
There is a little tree in your
Yeah.
office.
Or Steven can't see it.
Right.
I thought
Unless he really tries.
I thought we were going to change the narrative where, like, actually Steven loves Christmas now because he watched...
Because he gotta
'Cause he
watch.
Because he watched White Christmas.
I did. I watched White
yeah.
Christmas for the first time. So now I'm full of the holiday spirit.
And he knows he's going to get some gifts.
He
always
got
says.
his gift.
Yeah.
to
Yeah, I
watch.
actually don't know that because I got this, which, but you're gonna get gifts. I purchased gifts for you. Did you know that?
Plural?
I mean,
You
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
I bet they're
Yeah.
plaid shirts.
yeah, it's just stack up. It's actually just my shirts.
The ones that
The ones that I
shrunk.
shrunk?
Yeah.
The ones that I can't wear anymore. So now they're yours. You can. Haley says my heart's not full enough. We'll watch another holiday film.
Muppet Christmas Carol.
Muppet Christmas. Yeah, there's 2 Muppet Christmas films, as we learned, which I did not know. But
You gotta watch the Charlie Brown Christmas.
I feel like I've seen that before,
Oh, so you've seen it once and that's all.
but probably
that's
just
gonna be-
once. It's one
Like
of those.
elementary school.
Yeah.
Maybe I have not seen any Muppet anything, but I'm gonna.
I haven't either.
Really? Yeah, it's a part of pop culture to the point where I can identify some of the characters.
Oh, no, I meant I've never seen any of the Muppets movies.
Same.
Yeah. My grandma used to babysit us on Saturday. I think it was Saturday night that the Muppets were on. But she would always have to watch Lawrence Welk. And we got so mad because we couldn't watch the Muppets.
Home Alone 1 through 4. Are there 4?
Yep.
There's only
Or-
2.
Jeez.
41 months from Laney Bears. Appreciate it. Scrooged is also great.
Wowitz River says there's 5 Home Alone.
Jeez.
There's 2 that have Macaulay Culkin, right? And then I remember that there was a third one that went like straight to straight to home video, and presumably 4 and every
3,
subsequent
4, and
one.
5 are not about Kevin.
Okay. Well, Home Alone got me in trouble because I watched Home Alone and then I lived it out in my house. And, I just want to apologize to my dad for any damage that I physically caused him.
Permanent damage.
Yeah, I think it was okay. I don't know that. Did he have to go to the hospital because of me? I don't know.
Oh,
I was
no.
very young. It's fine. It's the only time in my life where my parents took away a movie because I had watched Home Alone 2 so many times, and I was starting to build traps around the house when I was young.
Swinging paint cans and everything.
Fortunately, that was Home Alone 1. Otherwise, I probably would have done some serious damage.
Don't try this at home.
Yeah, they took the VHS away and they're like, you can't watch this anymore. They're like, also don't set any more traps. Oh, it was enjoyable.
I have to move my butt. Ah, that's better.
Yeah, I was young and impressionable, and I loved the
It's
idea
a shame
of
you didn't
traps.
get into like
engineering or something.
yeah, or like Rube Goldberg machines.
I mean, that would have been fun. I had an interest in some of that stuff because of like Connects and
Yeah.
Those sorts of things. I remember very vividly getting in trouble for, like, I had taken some. I would have been very, very young. I don't want to be like I was 12. I was probably 5 or 6 or something, and I had taken like suckers, like the little, are they called suckers? Is that what these things are called? Where you put them in your mouth?
Lollipops?
Lollipops. That's the word I was looking
Suckers
for.
work too. Mhm.
Yeah.
Anyway, I had like licked them to get them sticky and then like stuck them to the carpet. So when you walked on them, you would stick to them. And I also recall a time where I was in the bathtub and I had splashed water out onto the
You're uncomfortable.
floor.
Very.
and then I like called for somebody like, oh hey,
This helps
will someone come in
sometimes, like a
here?
little
And
pillow.
then
Yes.
like Dad came in and like slipped and fell on the tile. Anyway, yeah, I was in trouble a lot. Vagabond, is this why you hate Christmas? Yeah, he says, I thought you hated sticky things. Well, I didn't have to touch them. I just put them on the thing. Anyway, I was very young, and then I was big time grounded for a long time. And
So what does that mean? Grounded.
for me, when I was a kid, grounded meant the Super Nintendo got placed at the top of the closet where I couldn't reach it.
At the time.
Yeah, eventually I grew tall enough to get it.
Yes.
And yeah, I couldn't see friends. I couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
Couldn't do anything fun. Yeah. You didn't have to touch them. Your parents didn't make you clean up after yourself. I mean, I don't remember exactly how things went down, as it was like, you know, almost 30 years ago. But I'm sure that there was probably just extreme anger, and I was probably sent to my room immediately.
Renee says, you would be cleaning the house if you were my responsibility.
Ooh.
Yeah. I might have had to do that, so. Haley says, I'm sorry, if I had stuck the lollipops on the floor, I would have had to shampoo the carpet. I mean, I don't know that I was old enough to shampoo the carpet. If I was
By
like.
hand.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
With a
How old was I?
toothbrush.
Yeah, I would have been very young, so.
Dear fellow.
I could have been anywhere between like 4 and 6, maybe, so. Anyway, happy holidays, everybody. I really kind of want to rewatch that movie. I won't do anything. Sorry, I won't like do anything to you or our home. I just, you know, just as a way of reliving some of those experiences. That's a movie that I've seen a lot of. What's a movie that y'all have seen
I was
multiple
gonna ask
times?
what was a favorite Christmas gift?
Oh, that's completely different from my question.
Yeah, I know.
Stretch Armstrong.
That was your favorite Christmas gift?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I killed him.
Of course.
Yeah, you stretched him too far.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't intend to. I cried. I wept when I pulled
he's
Stretch Armstrong so far he
Not
broke.
supposed to be as tall as you are.
Yeah, and I had to learn that the hard way through dismemberment. I don't know what for you. What about you guys? Like a special Christmas gift that you received?
Wow, I don't know.
It's a hard question.
It is. There's just so many great ones.
I remember getting the PS2 from you for Christmas.
That was my best gift then.
Yeah.
I got to use it once.
Once. We did a lot of Hot Shots golf. We played a lot of that.
Hot Shots Golf.
That was the golfing game on it?
The one where it looks like you hit the tree.
No, that's further back. That was computer game.
When I was young, my parents got us I don't even know if this exists. It's Vectrex.
Vector.
Yeah.
Little box.
Yeah.
Had games. Like, I don't know if they were cartridges or what they were.
Yeah, Vectrex.
Oh my God, I love that thing. I even took it to college. And then, sat in my bed with a cigarette, played that, started going to class. It was fun.
I was
Addictive.
I was in play. This was a few years back. I was in Player's Choice, and the owner came up to me, and he was like, "Steven," he's like, "We got the Vectrex in."
I want it.
He's like, "Do you want the Vectrex?" And
Yes.
And at the time, I was like, "I am working on too many other things. I was like, I can't get a Vectrex." They also, because of them, the nature of them being like like a tube television, they
Yes.
break and then they have to be repaired. So they're a little fragile, but they are very cool. They are very, very cool. We don't own one, but if Player's Choice ever gets another one in, maybe we'll
Please, please.
try and get it. We got 500 bits of Tricanthia, who says, for further work curse context, we lost 13 supervisors last year, and it stopped with who we currently had as an SM.
Store manager.
Store manager. They've been run out by a now fired supervisor, and now restraining orders might be involved.
Wow.
It sounds like the store from hell.
Walmart?
So I wish you well, because that's wild. That is a lot worse
Horrible.
than your original comment even made it sound, to be honest. That's a lot.
Do you see the bird parade?
Oh, I do.
Legend says that if you wish hard enough, they become real. 500 Bits from Shio says, my mom used to punish us by putting our Nintendo 64 into the garage until one summer when we discovered we could hook it up to an old TV that was in there and play that way. It took about 2 weeks for her to catch on to us. Good times.
Why are they always in the garage?
I love it. I love it. Yeah, I remember very vividly the day that I realized that I could reach the Super Nintendo. And when that happened, because my mom was there, and like just out of like interest, I reached up and I was like, I could. And Mom was like, okay, but you can't. And I was like, okay. So I was
She should have
good.
just had the power cable.
Yeah.
I mean, by the time I got to that age that I could reach it, I was probably 12 or something like that, maybe a little younger. And like at that point, I was not really getting in trouble anymore. By the time you get to a certain age and you kind of know not to do things, then if you're getting in trouble, you have like different circumstance. Like if you're in trouble, you're
Different
in trouble.
consequences.
You're in trouble with like someone else. Then it's
Chess.
yeah. Chess says at that point he was ungovernable. It's true. It's true. Yeah. Renee. When Maddie was in 5th grade, her friends were taller than me and would pat me on the head and call me the cute mom. Yeah, I became taller than my mom pretty quickly, and then it took me just a little bit to catch up to Dad. I think I was taller than Dad by 13.
Yeah,
maybe?
I bet you were.
That sounds about right.
And he says yes, and now Chaz has to manage your unruly behaviors.
Yeah, everyone's really working together to make sure I don't become completely unruly. To make sure I don't set traps in the house again. It's mostly what it's about. I do want to circle back around to my question because I think it's interesting. Is there a movie that any of you have seen multiple times that like you are willing to rewatch? Because for me, I don't like rewatching movies.
I don't either. I hate it.
I want to watch a movie once and then that's it.
Forget about it.
Basically, yeah. But there are movies that I've seen multiple times and that I would watch again.
I watched Bambi a lot as a kid.
The beginning?
Yeah. And then
Not
I'd
the
stop
end.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's only the beginning. Then a rewound.
Only the not sad, scary parts.
When I was in high school, we moved from Michigan to Tennessee, and we stayed in a hotel for a few days before my parents closed on a house. And I was so sick that they put me in my own hotel room, and at that time it was just like regular TV and HBO.
Yeah.
So on HBO there was a movie, and I can't remember the name. I'm sure you all remember it, or can help me. Tom Cruise was in it. He slid. His parents went away. He fell in love with a hooker. He slid out on the wooden floor with just his underwear, and he danced
that
around.
movie.
That movie that I also
saw
don't remember
that
the name of.
so many
Risky
times.
Business.
Risky Business. Over and over and over and over again in that hotel room where I could barely breathe because I was just so congested and sick. But I would never watch it again.
That's fair. Mark, do you have a movie that you've seen a bunch?
When I was young, you guys won't even remember it. I bet you nobody remembers it. Old Western Clint Eastwood. Anybody?
I mean, I've
The
seen
good,
The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
yeah.
I could watch those when I was younger over and over.
No, the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is great. I've seen that definitely more than once.
Yeah, he had quite a few movies. I liked him. Look forward to it.
The composer on that movie,
yeah.
I can't remember the guy's
Me either.
name. Is an Italian guy. Mm-hmm. And
Very famous.
It's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. I have, yes,
Thank
Ennio
you.
Morricone. I have some of his music from that film, and then some from some other films on my playlist because it's so wonderful. But yeah, actually, I've seen so many Westerns. Because growing up, that was the genre that my dad loved. So I have seen...
Yeah, Josie Wales, that kind of
Yeah.
movie.
I've seen every... probably every Western from, that era. And then also have watched, like, all the shows, right? Like Bonanza and all that stuff. I've seen all of that so many times. Yeah.
The Big Valley.
Yeah. Yeah. The other, again, this isn't a movie, this is a show. The other show that I watched way too much of was Walker, Texas Ranger, which now, if you watch it, just feels almost like a parody. It's very, almost nonsensical. There's a part where Walker is tracking someone, and he bends down and he scoops his fingers in dirt and tastes it and says, "A plane crashed here," and it's beautiful. It's just really beautiful. It's like a human being wrote that. A human being had a script and put that in the script and was like, yeah, that's great.
They were probably laughing their asses off.
I
writing
mean,
that
maybe.
script.
Renee says that's how I test for plane crashes.
Tastes like dead plane.
It's great.
The movie I watched a lot in high school and college was Drop Dead Gorgeous.
Oh yeah, you and
Oh.
all
Carly's
of your...
friend group, and then my friend group, that was...
Yeah. Yeah, it's... And I've had the opportunity to see that movie.
Yeah.
And it is very Midwestern. I see why you...
Yeah.
It might be the quintessential Midwestern movie, that and Fargo.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think those two movies are probably competing for that award. They're both great. For me, I watched a lot of Home Alone 2. The second Ace Ventura movie, when Ace is in Africa, which is actually South Carolina. I didn't know if anyone knew that. The movie is basically filmed entirely in South Carolina.
My favorite part of that movie is when he's driving.
Yes. Yeah, I know every single line. Like every single line.
Chess says
to
the
that movie.
quintessential Midwestern movie is Hoosiers.
Oh yeah, Hoosiers. Yeah, Hoosiers. But is Hoosiers more Midwestern than Drop Dead Gorgeous? I don't know. Maybe. I've seen
Hoosiers
that.
is what they call Indianans.
I know what they... Yeah,
'Cause
I've
they're
seen...
Hoosiers.
Yes.
I'm aware of that. I've seen the movie.
I know.
They made us watch it in high school for some reason.
Weird.
It was important for something.
For the teacher.
Yeah, probably. We get 300 bits from M Tab. It says, "Hey, Stephen and Mal, there's a possibility I could be moving to Raleigh next year if I get a postdoc at UNC Chapel Hill. Do you have any tips or suggestions about finding housing or apartments in or near Raleigh?"
Start early?
There's a lot of them.
Yeah, there's a lot of apartments especially.
Yeah, I mean there's a lot of housing, for sure. There's a lot of residential here. It's been interesting because Mark and I, you guys have not been to Raleigh before this trip, right? This is your first time here.
Correct.
What has been your impression so far since you've been able to see a little bit of things? Mostly positive?
Yeah, no,
Oh,
it's
yes,
a beautiful
absolutely.
area. A lot of trees. It's hilly. It's not mountainous, but it's hilly.
Yeah.
A lot of trees. A lot of.
Yeah.
They don't seem to rake their leaves until Christmas.
Yeah. Ours only
These are
got
these-
taken care of last week.
Nice Christmas piles of leaves.
Christmas piles.
No, it's beautiful.
It reminds me a lot of the suburbs of Chicago. And I have not been downtown Raleigh. But the suburbs of Chicago, very quaint. Each one has its own individual downtown with cute little shops and good restaurants. And also there's lots of these, I don't know, it's where they find a lot of dead bodies, like these forest preserves. I guess, that's where they dump the bodies. They have a lot of that around here too. You know.
Disregard that.
Yeah.
I love Raleigh. I love
Yeah.
the trees. I love the hills.
body was
the,
dumped
the,
here.
The body counts, just everything is just so. It is.
There's just a lot of little wooded area.
Yes, exactly.
That's what she said.
Little-
Yeah.
Yeah, very.
Brandon. Anyway, it's very charming. Knife.
Well, they got the leaves to cover it up with.
Yeah,
That's what's under all those piles of leaves.
but I love it so far. I mean,
Yes.
I've picked a few places I really love.
But yeah, as far as like finding housing, just start early and look around. And there are like lots of options.
Yeah.
There's many times where I feel like Raleigh is primarily trees and residential, because
It's beautiful.
Sometimes what it feels like. We turned a bit some swishy. It says, "Have you seen The Littlest Hobo? It's a live-action Canadian show where a dog delivers a baby and parachutes out of a plane. According to the Russian antagonist, this is no ordinary dog." No, I have not seen
No,
that.
I've not even heard of that.
No, that sounds incredible.
Delivers a baby. Wow, it sounds really cute.
Do Canadians have different kind of dogs up there?
Yeah,
Is
the
that they-
OBGYN dogs.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some things going on in Canada that I clearly don't know about.
Yeah,
You
but
can watch
then-
it for free on YouTube.
Yeah, but then the Russians, like, they send a dog into space and then they lie about it. They say, oh, it's still breathing, don't worry. But it had died, like, of anxiety right away. And then they put it in a museum, which is kind of cool.
This is according to the Russian antagonist. This is no ordinary dog, but the Russians are sending things to space.
Yes.
So if only the
But just
Russian
the-
dogs could deliver babies.
Yeah. In
That's really the
space,
threshold.
In space. But
Oh.
then the parachute wouldn't help at all.
I'd love to see someone parachute out of a spaceship.
Me too.
Just
Oh,
immediately
damn.
just
Miscalculation.
Just fly away. We got 10 months from Dan the Warrior 101. Thank you. Appreciate that. Oh, man.
Where's everybody?
They're still
Giggling.
Processing.
processing the Canadian
Dog
dogs.
theory.
Yeah. We also played some games. We played Phase 10. We played the full Phase 10, which I haven't done in a long time. Because I feel like when we normally play Phase 10, we give up halfway. But we actually got through the whole game. And Mal won.
Very quickly.
And who did not win?
Technically,
The rest of us.
Yeah, the rest of us.
We've
This is what
loaded
you ate.
down Santa's sleigh with Tiny Eddie's Pizza Wrapped Slug Munchies.
Oh,
that's
no.
That's
No.
bad. That's not good.
Chaz, did you put that in there?
That was a bit tricky. Anthony, it says, now
Sounds new.
that all the stream knows I work in the store from hell, can I get a month's supply of a single snack? Something to last me until I get a vacation. Is this what you wanted? Pizza wrapped slug munchies? I feel like, wrapping slugs in pizza would help the slug go down more easily, but I would also rather avoid that.
Well, some people put slugs on their pizza. Like those anchovy slugs. They're like slugs. Kind of. They look like slugs.
I mean, I
They're-
have not tried that.
I guess they're technically fish, but same thing.
I don't know if I've ever had anchovies on pizza, to be honest.
No, you
Really?
haven't.
No.
I mean, at least since I've known you.
I there's an interest in trying it, but I have a worry that
Just
I would
throw a big salty booger on it. Same thing.
Booger.
I'm
How
not
would
sure.
you know if it's salty?
I'm not sure
So
if I
it's
would.
a salty booger.
I
Add
don't know how I
salt
would
to
feel.
it.
Yeah.
The
But
other
if
thing,
you add salt to a slug, you know what happens.
I've also seen there's whenever pizza places do anchovies on pizza, it's very different. Like the variety of
good.
ways that they can do it. And there's some that I don't feel like I'd be okay with because I don't want to like see the whole fish. Sometimes they just do like
They don't look like fish.
Sometimes they do.
Oh.
I've seen that before, and that has
No.
always warded me off. I'm like, I don't want to. I just remember back whenever we were in Japan, and we went to that breakfast place that had all of the different. There was like 28
All the
different
different
tiny
dishes.
little things that you got,
Oh, yes.
and I was eating them, and there was one I was like, I don't know what this is. These are good.
Yep.
And then at some point, like at the end of the meal,
You saw an eyeball?
Yeah, I realized that
Oh,
I was
God.
eating hundreds of
Of fish,
tiny,
yes.
tiny little fish, and I was like,
That was probably Korean.
Huh.
Was that like Korean? They serve all these little side dishes, and oftentimes there's
yeah.
Well, there was a bowl of like kangi, like the watered down rice, and you were supposed to put the little and then eat it with the rice.
They want to know your favorite hobby.
They want to know your favorite.
Yeah, 750 bits from Renisa says, Mark and Rhonda, what are your favorite hobbies? Since we talked about how much Stephen loves movies and video games. What is it you like to do,
We
Mark?
can't tell you. It's a family
show.
We are retired. We play tennis.
We love to eat and we love to cook.
Well, that's just like Stephen.
Yeah,
and Mel.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
We love to try new foods.
Travel.
You play racquetball too.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Well,
pickleball.
Well, we gave up on that because
Okay.
I kept hitting her in the head with the.
Yeah, I got all these bruises and it was hard to explain. Plus, we would play racquetball in the winters, but
Yeah.
now we spend our winters in Florida, so we can play tennis all year.
And we
We do love that.
flowers, gardening,
Yeah.
I love that.
chores. That's not a hobby. What am I saying?
Chores,
that?
no. I love
My
to
favorite hobby is chores.
give me more chores, please.
I like cars.
I've just gotten into writing poetry, which I'm enjoying very much. And
Yeah.
what else? I like to be outside. I like to
You
be
work on the
outside a lot.
house.
We work
Yeah,
on the house.
I work on the house.
That's
we
not
have
for fun, though.
some of you know we have 3 cute little doggies.
Yeah. So there's quite a few things. A lot of different things to keep you busy.
I wake up.
Thank you for asking.
Good.
You wake up. Good. We do like that part. That's good.
How are the doggies?
Oh, the doggies are so good. Except Luna, she's almost totally blind, and she is totally deaf. So
And she has 3 teeth.
Yeah, and so she can't really hold her tongue in very well. Mm-hmm. So she's just the cutest little thing. She loves being outside. She just lays in the sun.
Aw.
She's adorable. The other 2 are doing great. I can't believe Sasha is doing so well. She's at least 14 years old, and she's just adorable.
Yeah. They are very, very sweet.
Did they give you an estimate of how old she was when you got her? Because she was someone else's dog before.
Yeah. No, but we thought she might be around 5. We thought she was old then. And that was in 2010, I think.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
She bit me the first week we had her.
Sasha did?
Yes.
Wow.
He was trying to get her in the crate. And she didn't really like him very much.
She doesn't like
at
men
first,
very much.
yeah. But
But-
she'll like lay at our bedroom door because he gets up first. He makes the coffee. I sleep in. He feeds the dogs, and then Sasha comes down the hall and curls up by our bedroom door until I get up, or she gives up. It's adorable. Anyway, sorry, taking over here.
Renee says, did Stephen also bite you the first time you met him? I don't think so. I remember being, I don't know if fear was the right word, but I remember being not afraid of Mark, but afraid of the concept of Mark.
Well, your mom put fear into you.
Yeah.
Why?
And that was
Because she
like
was
a
telling a
cultural
story
difference.
about like how her dad treated her boyfriends.
Yeah.
Ooh.
My grandfather got a real kick out of like terrifying my mom's boyfriends. And my mom told me those stories my entire life. So I was just like, oh my God, Mark is going to give me a hard time and everything. And like, it was just not that way. But like meeting Mark for the first time a million years ago was like, hello, how are you?
Okay.
But it was,
Are you imitating me or is that you?
that was me.
Oh.
Do you want him to?
It was both of us. We both It's, you know.
And you guys met about the same time we did,
Yeah.
didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was kind of fun.
Yeah.
Because it was like hi to your new guy and hi to your new girl. It was fun.
And we, I don't remember when y'all got married. Did you get married before us or after us? After us. But it was all within like a year or so.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, at your wedding, I was like, I don't like this whole marriage deal because I had a horrible marriage. But then, just like that, I changed my mind, and it was like, come on, ask me already. Let's go.
Yeah, and it's interesting because it all feels like almost a lifetime ago because it's been so long.
I love what
Flamin'
Magic
Magic
has to say.
My grandfather gave my dad $1,000 and told him my mom is non-returnable.
Wow. Zenitarius says, Mal, did you know Mark wouldn't give Stephen a hard time?
Yeah.
I knew he wouldn't give you like an actually difficult time. He would probably joke about it.
Yeah. I don't feel like he really did.
We went, do you remember what we did when you met Stephen the first time?
I do.
Nope.
We went to Sheboygan and we played disc golf, and it had stormed a lot the week before. And so the park was super muddy.
We went with John.
We went with John and Andrew.
Okay. Don't
Oh,
remember.
wow.
Stephen
How
had
did
to
that go?
Stephen had to meet them the first
Meeting
time.
John? Oh
Yeah,
my
I was
God.
meeting your dad, but also John,
Who is Mark's brother?
who is a card. To say very, very little, he is a card. And that was also the first time I had ever played disc golf. So there was a lot of firsts then. And
Weren't asked if that was on the vlog. No, that's older.
yeah, it's pre-vlog.
No.
Yep. There does exist things pre-vlog, and that's one of them.
No way, because you started your vlog before you met, or
No.
before you were married.
Before we were
Before
married.
we were married, but it was 18 months after I had started dating Mel.
Really?
So those first 18 months are only stories.
We drove to Sheboygan, the three of us,
They're fantasy.
and there was a brat fry at a meat market.
Oh, yeah.
Between like Appleton and Sheboygan.
Oh,
So we stopped and we made Stephen eat a brat.
Yep.
and it was the best one he had ever had.
Maybe.
It was the first brat I'd ever had.
Yeah.
So I had never had a brat before. God, that entire day was full of firsts. It was fun.
First kiss.
Then no.
18 months in. I hope not.
No.
Pre-vlog is a myth. That's what they say.
Yeah, it is.
When I was there, I came to visit you for the first time. So we had been dating for 3 months.
Yes.
Whenever I
visited.
came, because we started dating online in March, and then I was there in June. So that we had been dating for 3 months when I met your family and played disc golf and ate a brat. It was fun. I do want to play more disc golf. I actually really like it. When I was a kid, my favorite sport was frisbee. So to then, play disc golf was like, oh, that's an easy transition.
Will you mail me my discs
I can.
so I don't have to buy any?
Because there's places to play here in
There's
Raleigh.
a lot of places.
So that would be kind of
We'll bring
fun.
ours next time, too.
I've been playing disc golf for over 35 years.
Yeah. It's a fairly big Midwestern thing too. So
Yeah.
I'm interested in playing more. Dan also wants to play more.
Oh,
So Dan is all about that. So we would go
Cool.
do that. That would be
that'd be a
fun.
lot of fun.
Yeah. We also had 100 bits from Gaines880. Gaines, thank you. Renee, so would it probably hurt you if I told you that I would buy my discs just for the color? They come in different
Shapes.
shapes because
Profiles, rather.
yeah, because they're used for different things. Like you would use different sets of clubs for hitting a golf ball. You use different discs for particular distances or whatever. So, oh really? Basuna says the U.S. Disc Golf Championships are in Rock Hill, and there's definitely more local courses to y'all too. Oh, neat. Huh. Yeah, we'll start looking into that a little bit, because I think that would be a lot of fun.
This is the right time of year here for it.
Is it?
It's not 115 degrees.
Oh yeah. Well, I thought maybe spring. But this is fine too.
Yeah.
It's it's 30-something degrees
Oh,
outside.
that's great. And there's not a lot of leaves.
Yeah.
On the ground there is.
Yeah, just the piles that
You'd lose your
you
disc.
might trip over.
All right, hey, Kepler, move on.
Careful. Hey,
Is he making you warm?
Oh yeah, I'm really warm.
just lift him up and put him on Rhonda's lap.
Maybe if I'll just pet him, he'll leave.
I don't know if he'll leave. He might be incentivized to stay.
Yeah, go with Rhonda.
What? Okay.
Go by
Hi.
Snoopy.
You're the cappy.
Hi, sweetie. Good morning.
Oh, yeah.
Over here. You still a little drunk?
What? Hi, you want snuggles?
Good cat. We had 43 months from Scrumdunger. 3 subs from Vegetable Sorbet to T-Zoc. Lola loves peaches and Ager's 10. Appreciate it. Thank you.
He just,
He just
flopped down.
flopped down. He's a good one. He's a good boy. I'm glad that he's feeling better because he was very, very pitiful yesterday, but
So sad.
now he's doing good.
Like he sat there for a while with his mouth just hanging open.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't have any thoughts. Honestly. Brain was very, very empty.
He was all zen and shit.
We have to talk about things that are coming up.
Yeah.
What is coming up?
Um.
You have a while before you.
I have a while before I
I'm gonna let you guys finish up.
Okay.
Nice seeing you all again. We'll be back someday.
I hope so.
This isn't where you say something like clever, right?
No.
You can be
No
clever.
pressure.
You can be clever if you want.
I'm just gonna wave like the guy with the hat on there on the screen.
The wannabe Waldo.
Oh, little wannabe Waldo. Yeah, Mal's got a painting that'll be out the end of the month.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not leaving, dude. Swishy head.
And then otherwise, I have another vlog scheduled for 10:30, so in about half an hour. And we didn't run beans. Sorry, let me run beans. That's
That's kind of it.
That's kind of it.
Thursday's another breakfast stream. Friday's a
Oh,
stream.
I do, yeah, actually, I do have some announcements. I can make some announcements about the weekend,
Yeah.
which I think would be fun. So Friday, I believe, things are subject to change, but the plan right now, Friday, is that Alex and Haley are going to join us for the continuation of Overcooked. We're going to do a little more Overcooked with them and see if we can get a little bit further in that game. So I would expect some screaming and yelling.
I thought that was actually going to be cooking together.
No.
That would be such a great
I mean,
idea.
I mean that also would be fun. But yeah, we're there's a game where there's 4 chefs in a kitchen, and you're trying to make
Too
food.
many.
It is too
It
many.
is too many, and
It is chaos.
The whole thing is like trying to meet the orders for the restaurant, but like things keep happening where, you know, like entire stations are like shifting or sliding around, so you have to really work together, and that is hard. We have not done super well, so there's a part of me that's worried that we're gonna hit a point we can't beat, but we'll try.
We'll figure it out when it happens.
That's why it's so hard for me to cook dinner. The kitchen keeps moving. So that'll be happening on Friday, and then on Sunday, we will be doing gingerbread stream. That is the plan. So we will be
fun.
joined by guests, and we will all be creating gingerbread creations. That'll be Sunday afternoon at well, I guess it's not afternoon. It's Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern. So, yeah, maybe I'll make another gingerbread jail.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll come up with a different
Come up with a different. I don't want to make a house. I want to make.
gingerbread prison.
That's just a. That's
I know.
just a bigger
That
jail.
was my
I want.
joke.
I want to make.
Gingerbread architects.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
could make a bridge.
Like, ooh, yeah, that's fun. And then you could see if you
Can support weight.
Can support weight.
Right?
Yeah, that would be interesting. Yeah, so that'll be Sunday,
Counting.
which I believe is the 18th. And then this Friday, which is, what would that be? The 16th is Overcooked. So, Can you stand on the bridge? I'm gonna need a lot of gingerbread to support my weight. So yeah, that's coming up. And I know folks are curious when we're gonna finish that cat puzzle, and that's just gonna be like later. We're gonna have to put that together like near the end of December probably.
Yeah.
But we'll get to it. We'll get to it. And I think that's it. I think that wraps up today. Rhonda, thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting me join you. It's been a lot of fun.
It's always fun to have you guys on. I know Chad really, really enjoys it. And, you know, Mark and Rhonda will be back.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be back. And for everyone else, I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday. And we'll see you on Thursday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern for another breakfast stream.
Love you. Bye.
See y'all.